Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and Richard. Yeah, thank you. Welcome back to Trials of Imagination, our D&D group that is playing through the campaign Curse of Strahd, or it's based on Curse of Strahd, I guess we will say, loosely homebrewed. And we are excited to hop in and do episode 3 with the bunch. But before we do, a few quick announcements that we'll run through, and then we'll just get the ball rolling, because I know I'm ready, and some of you I've talked to are ready to see what the heck is happening this episode. So, as I said, first, we're playing a campaign based on Curse of Strahd. If you have never heard of it, this is the book. You can find it on dndbeyond.com. It has a digital copy there, or you can get a physical copy at pretty much most major bookstores, like places like Books A Million carry it, or anything like that. And every now and then local ones do. It depends on where you are. But really cool book. Very highly recommend it. I think it's really neat and dark and just a lot of fun to go through. So that is the source material we are using. We also have some merch stuff that we're going to go through, and SJ is going to talk a little bit here in a minute, but I'll just go ahead and say a base thing. We have designed some baseline merch that we have ready that we will, I guess, technically unveil today. That we'll just post a link in the chat that anyone can go look at. Anyone can get it at any point in time, but we will be doing giveaway coming up, but I'm not going to say any more about that. I will let SJ handle that. So I'm going to go ahead and switch the cameras on so people can actually see SJ while she talks. So I'm going to switch that, and then SJ, if you want to go ahead and take it away for the announcement.
Okay. Hi, everybody. So we are going to do a giveaway tonight for another, so you have another chance to win the This Is Fine, Everything Is Fine 2-bit space sticker. So you have that option, but also you may want to save your points because we are also going to be doing another giveaway in 2 weeks. And it will be one of the t-shirts from the store. From the merch store. So you could win our merch. So that's in 2 weeks. So tonight we will be doing a giveaway for the sticker. But you may want to save some of your points to try for... that was a mini one. To try for the shirt. So yeah. And then also the week after that, I don't think we're going to be here.
That's correct. So let's pull up my calendar to do the exact date so we don't miss anything. June 22nd will be our episode 5 specifically. And then the following week, we will take a break because I will be on vacation. So June 29th, which is the last Tuesday of the month, we will not have D&D. We'll all take off. We'll have a break in between. And when we get back on the first Tuesday of July, which will be July 6th, is when we will pick back up with episode 6. So that covers that. Anything else with the merch or the giveaway? Are we good?
I put the link in chat, so if you're just listening, the link is in chat now for the giveaway, so that's where you can put in your points to get the sticker for tonight.
And if you are watching this on YouTube later, we will put it in the description so that it is also clickable. It's easy. But if you just want to type it in, it's literally just merch.streamelements.com/2bitlane. If you're familiar with the Stream Element. Yeah, it's pretty easy.
There's one more thing, and then you interrupted me, and now I forgot.
My bad.
What was it? Now I can't remember.
Roll a d20 for intelligence.
I didn't actually get my box now.
Might be important.
Alright, I got my box.
Nice. That means 4 of us now have these things.
During the game, I will randomly, I remember, and let you all know what I've forgotten.
Nice. Okay.
I rolled a 1!
That tracks. That tracks.
Why?
All right, so
don't forget to follow us on all the socials, Twitter, TikTok. We have a video on TikTok now, so you all can go and like it.
You can do exclamation point DND in the chat, and it will put that. Or sorry, the and. I need to enunciate.
And sign?
I need to enunciate DND. The and. There you go.
All right, so there's our Twitter, Instagram, but it doesn't have the other one. TikTok. You can just look for Trials of Imagination. It's the same handle as the Instagram one for that.
Okay.
All right, that's all I remember at the moment. We'll see what happens.
All right, sounds good to me. Does anyone else have any random announcements that we didn't think about, or are we good to go? Yes.
Let's get this thing going.
I like it. I dig it. All right, so
plan this week is not to die.
It's the giveaway rollover. Oh, that was the other thing. So, all those watching. So the giveaway, the points are based on how long you watch this channel. So you can also find 2-Bit playing on Friday night, right? Friday night. So you can come back, sit, watch him play whatever he's playing that night. So you can still gain points then as well to put toward the giveaway for the stickers or for whatever we're giving away. That's it. And then the giveaway rollover.
Yes, to his question, like if you don't use anything, those points stay there. So until you use the points to purchase tickets, they just stay in a pot, or at least they're supposed to. And you get them by, as SJ said, by watching. If you mute the stream, to my understanding, it will not give you points. So if you're going to like actually go lurk and do something, you just need to get the volume as low as you can, or maybe mute your computer instead of Twitch itself. There's some workarounds for it, but if you hit the mute button on the Twitch page, I believe it doesn't give you points.
Yeah.
Yeah. So to the person in chat that's bringing that up, I think that may be what was happening to you. If you were going to lurk, I don't know for certain, because everybody else, I can see the points up there, but sure enough, I did not see his, so I don't know what's going on there.
Is it only for followers?
Should be for everybody. But at this point, I don't know why you wouldn't be following.
Right. And then you get more points if you're subbed.
Well, so
or did you change that?
Chat says it's user error. So there's no user involvement. It's all automated. So I can look into it and try and figure out what's going on there, but I assure you I did not sabotage you on purpose, or did I? Okay, so we're going to, if that's it, we're going to go ahead and transition because we got a lot to cover tonight, and we want to get as much covered as we can. So,
we lost Millard.
It's fine because we're going to do the intro video and then go into the recap, and then we'll get going. So, without further ado, let's get started with episode 3 of Curse of Strahd with Trials of Imagination. Hey, I took the stinger out and we did not have any lag. Whoop!
Yay!
Right.
So, blame the stinger.
The stinger?
That's what they're called.
Chat's saying, as chat is saying, blame lava.
Or that.
I blame lava.
All right,
Right.
so last week on Trials of Imagination, our adventurers found themselves in unknown territory conversing with a stranger that revealed themselves to be named Strahd von Zarevich. Their conversation became incredibly brief as some unknown entity became known in the area, and it seemed that Strahd gave them the chance to escape so that they could survive. He offered to give them time and pointed them in the direction of the nearest town/village, and they gladly accepted said advice and went that way. Upon arriving, they ran into two children in the middle of the gravel road that propositioned them with the notion that their house was in danger and their family was in danger with some sort of creature or monster inside. So they asked our fellow adventurers if they would assist in taking care of that situation, which they gladly accepted and proceeded to the house, but not before our drunk Nadar was wonderfully attacked by a bat holding a coin. So, yay bits. Then they proceed into the house, and it's rather perplexing because you would think there's some sort of monster ransacking everything, yet there was not. It was nice, peaceful, and calm for the most part. As they continue to explore the first level, nothing came about, although Nadar did run into the exact same bat somehow yet again. They proceed to the second level. Things started to get a little weirder. Still no monster, but our friend Mark did find a book on a shelf that kind of was personal and said the location of Mark's family, which is very odd to see that on a book talking about yourself, especially in unknown territory. He gets back with the group and opens the book, and when he does, all the lights of the entire building, which are oil lamps and flames, just go out, and it's just pitch black. And they hear some echoing voices. Everything comes back on, which is even stranger because, again, oil lamps. So it's just like a flame just comes back. And the book no longer says what it did. It is now more of a blank journal with nothing written inside of it. Additionally to that, Zyle and Ayla, who were the closest to the stairwell that does continue to lead up to another floor, heard some echoing voices coming from the floor above them, calling Zyle by name and saying, we've been expecting you, specifically. And that is where we ended the last episode, and more importantly, where we pick up this episode. So, Zyle and Ayla, you two, and only you two, just heard these voices creeping from above the stairwell. What do you do?
Zyle's just going to kind of glance around a little, rub his temple, shake his head.
Understandable.
I want to open my spell book and look inside. See what spells are inside. See if I can find specific spells.
Okay.
Ayla is starting to get out of her head after being in it for so long after what just happened. For those who weren't here, basically, her assumption is her whole family has just died in a blaze. And she's basically running on adrenaline at this point. The voice has completely snapped her out of it and has directed her attention towards Zyle. She stares at Zyle. And she starts to feel this weird lack of sensation, I should say. But she can't place it immediately. And so she just kind of lets it go by the wayside and just says, Zyle? What was that?
You heard that too?
Yes.
I'm going to be real with you. I have no clue.
You don't know who might be waiting for you?
I genuinely don't. I have no idea where we are.
This. You sure you don't know? You don't recognize the voice at all?
Do I recognize the voice at all?
Roll a perception check.
That is an 11.
No. It's some sort of ominous whisper.
I don't. I've never heard that before.
I do not know if they had wanted me to hear it, but I did. And I do not know what to make of it. But something is starting to feel very off here.
Something is definitely wrong. When Idris died, something happened to the barrier he'd put up, and I don't think it's going to bode well.
But I feel lacking. I don't know how else to put it, but lacking. Anyways, we should keep our wits about us. I don't know what these voices intend for us.
As these two,
what are the others looking at?
As these two are talking, the rest of the group, it's kind of at the same time, so it's less of a back and forth. Just what you were doing as they were having this conversation is you've noticed that the house is suddenly noiseless. So there wasn't a ton of noise previously, mind you, but there would be creaks and the typical type of noise that an old house would have. You can kind of hear the wind outside previously, but after the light flutter, it's very unnervingly quiet. And
so what did you two hear?
What did what?
What did you two hear? Ayla and...
There was a voice that said it was expecting me.
Oh.
I have no idea who would be expecting me here.
Where was it coming from? We didn't hear a voice.
I don't know.
Up? Down? Outside?
Was there a direction to it at all?
Just up the stairs.
Or was... Oh, okay, it did come from up the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It came from up the stairs.
Are any of you, like, looking around, trying to take in the room to see if stuff shifted or what's going on there? Or are you kind of just all talking?
We are now.
I'm looking in my book.
Okay.
See
you look in your book, and your spell book is also blank.
Blank.
Completely blank. Which is very unsettling for you because you know you wrote stuff in there.
Yeah.
I'm going to move a little bit towards the fireplace, reach for one of the candles.
Okay.
Look, Mark, all I'm saying is a blank book is worth nothing. Like, if you're going to take something from somebody's house, make sure it's valuable. Make sure we're going to be able to sell this thing later.
As you
and I reach for the candle.
Millard, as you take the candle, you take note of the portrait above the fireplace that you guys really didn't pay much mind previously because it just looked like a portrait. But just being as close as you are now, you kind of realize that there's 2 children in the portrait and 2 parents and 1 infant. And you realize that upon getting closer, that the 2 children in the portrait are the 2 that you guys talked to outside. And you also notice, given that you got right up on it and grabbed the candle, that the father is holding the infant and the mother in the portrait seems to be looking at the child with a face of disgust or scorn.
Oh, look at that. Happy family. I won't be needing this. At least we know we're in the right place, guys.
We should probably go upstairs and check this out, and then she kind of raise my mace and it's like, let the Ender send a guardian and try to cast Guardian of Faith.
Okay. You go to cast and nothing.
What's up? What are you doing?
I think Mark is rubbing off on me. I'll try to cast it again.
You all look, and Elberth just looks like she's just holding a staff in the air.
You guys have seen me do this before. This is normally works, right? Like, you guys remember? I'm not.
It's like,
remember what's going on here?
Well, after seeing Mark, I don't know what's what, because I've known him for a while, and every spell he's cast or tried to cast, he's cast before, and now he's bringing out blank books. And we've seen you cast that spell at least 10 times.
I don't know.
In response to this, Zyle's going to attempt to, as he will have done on the party several times, put Holy Aura on everyone.
Nothing happens.
There is that lacking.
Maybe magic is
I see what you mean.
Weaker in this plane.
I do not think it is just the magic, my friend. Do you not sense the lacking?
The lacking of what?
There is just the lacking. Like, it's like you've known the power, and you've had it as your friend by your side for a long time, and now that friend is gone. There is a lacking.
So, Nadar, just given the path you were walking,
he's just kind of stumbling about,
right?
Not paying attention to anything.
But in doing so, just because you got so close to the corner, that, as we said before, they're kind of like etchings and stuff on the wall. It just seems like engravings.
Mm-hmm.
You got close enough that what you thought you saw at first was children playing in a field with butterflies. And then as you drunkenly stumbled and almost smashed your face into the wall but caught yourself, your eyes are very close to it and realize it is in fact not that at all, but is a bunch of screaming, fleeing children running from a plethora of bats.
I pointed at it. Bats.
So the rest of you see nothing but Nadar is pointing at a wall saying bats.
and growling at it.
If anybody's bad, it's you, Nadar. As a jest. I say that all in the best.
He flips them off.
I probably deserve that one.
He's drunk. He doesn't know what he's doing.
Zao and Ayla roll another perception check.
Oh boy.
It just ignores Nadar in response to Ayla. I thought that lacking was Idris.
No, there is a more personal lacking. Do you not feel it?
Feel what?
Hard to differentiate.
So what'd you guys
What
roll?
was I rolling for?
Perception.
Perception.
18 on that.
8 plus 4, 12.
So, Ayla, you do not notice it immediately, but Zyle, you do take notice that just kind of laughing off what Nadar said, you kind of just look at the carvings on the wall, look down, and then look back and look closer, and you notice too that the carving was not something that seemed nice and friendly, but it just seems like a bunch of kids being attacked and murdered by bats.
What is this place? It's horrible.
I don't know. I've seen worse decorations.
Do not think he is referring to the decorations here, my friend.
I'm just saying, like,
I
you know,
think
some
he
of these
means the
some of these rich folks have kind of eccentric tastes.
ambiance. Is that the word I'm looking for? Just the atmosphere here is heavy and dark.
Well, I guess we should just get going.
We have not found that monster that the kids were talking about, though.
That's true.
Yeah.
Or even heard it.
If we go upstairs, we may find both the source of the voice and the monster.
Did they not say monster and they keep monster in basement?
But if they were scared because it escaped, it could have gone upstairs.
Could be
Yes,
anywhere.
but there is nothing else in the house. So if there's nothing in the house to terrorize, wouldn't you go back to your own room?
We haven't checked that room yet. I mean, Mark here was
don't know
stealing
where
books.
the parents are. I dropped the book that I took. I don't want to return it. I want to get going.
Yep. Mark drops the book on the ground. Are you guys going upstairs or going to the next room? What are you doing?
I want to go upstairs.
Okay. Millard, what were you saying?
Follow Mark.
I'm thinking, Mark, that we check this room out first.
What room? We already searched this area.
We haven't checked that room over there.
You haven't searched the floor to the south.
You went in the study, but we haven't left this hallway.
Yep,
I didn't see that door.
Nice.
I didn't see that door.
Yeah,
I
another
know.
door there.
That's one more thing to worry about, Mark. His eyes are going too.
Player-wise, for you guys, I think I've unlocked the setting where you can go through the doors now, and it should automatically illuminate it for you. So if you go through it.
It did.
Yep.
I was just doing that as an example.
I follow in the dark.
So
that was nifty.
The one thing is just be careful with that so that you guys aren't like just randomly jumping over the place. Like try to stay reasonable with the group.
Mark Millard is gonna actually walk in the door. Come on. It's at least worth a look. It is fancy
Many
house.
of you does it take to search one tiny room?
Well, it takes 2 hands to search a room properly.
You just find.
You just took in 6.
Where did Millard go?
I jumped into the room.
You were under Zyle's token. Didn't see you. So it's just a large conservatory room that has a harpsichord in the center and a piano at the corner. Again, the large burgundy curtains covering all the windows and a plethora of chairs to sit around, as well as another fireplace.
Well, no luck here. Nothing worth snitching.
Yeah.
At least nothing that's not too heavy to carry out of here.
Meanwhile, Nadar's just sitting back in the other room, just beating diggy hole. Humming that.
And you...
I turn around and walk out back into the main hallway.
So are y'all going upstairs?
Yeah.
Okay, Mark, I guess we can
Might as well.
do it your way.
I'm going to stay on this level.
Okay.
Okay.
So I follow right behind Mark.
The second Mark touches the stairwell, the sound more or less starts to come back. What was just pure silence starts to kind of manifest itself in as just creaking and wind blowing, and it was very, very strange feeling because it goes from nothing to suddenly it's back again.
like going into a house in Faz.
Mm-hmm. So, Mark, Ayla, are you the only one that's staying on the second floor?
I believe so.
Hey Zahel, did you do something? I'm getting this kind of creepy feeling.
Nadar's not going to the stairs.
I'm going up, so I just don't want to move the token.
All right, it's a
I didn't do
The
anything.
split.
Yeah, I'm not like all familiar with the whole grave cleric thing totally, but like turning off the sound like that, turning it back on, kind of
Yeah,
unsettling.
no, that's beyond my capabilities.
so.
On that note, however, before we go up,
Okay.
I would like to spend an action and evoke my Eyes of the Grave.
Okay.
Which will point out the location of any undead within 60 feet that isn't behind total cover and isn't protected from divination magic.
60 feet isn't behind.
Oh, he's doing the thing with the eyes again.
Mhm.
I'm guessing there's some sort of visual, like.
Sorry, Millard, I know you don't like this,
I'm just
but
saying.
you can't deny that it's useful.
Yep.
Coming from the life of a sailor, anything like that just kind of gives me a little bit of the creeps.
You do your thing. You're examining the area, trying to really focus on what you can feel around you. And about 30 seconds to a minute pass by of him focusing. Nothing.
Did it work?
Yes,
But I didn't sense anything.
correct.
Okay.
It did actually
Well,
work. This is the first thing you guys have done in the house that actually worked.
Any
good news
monsters? Funny
The
thing?
good news is it actually worked as expected. And I can't say there's no monsters, but there's no undead in the nearby vicinity.
Well, that's comforting, ain't it?
Alright.
So I'm going to move your tokens to the next floor. So just bear with me as I move them for you. To fit all of you in the staircase, it's just going to be a little janky. So it's just for visual purposes. Don't think too much on it. Who is staying on the second floor with Ayla? Nobody?
I guess Zio will, because he wouldn't leave her down here alone.
Okay. So
If you hear those voices again.
we're going to just go with the group that went to the third floor. What'd you ask, Elbreth?
She told Zyle to shout if they hear those voices again.
And shout if you encounter anything untoward.
You mean like books?
So when when you come up here, let me show you what you. So you guys round the staircase, come up, and it's just kind of a odd shape, another like foyer in between room that obviously leads to multiple other rooms. And in front of it is the only thing that's in front are two tall candles. There's not a fireplace. Instead, there's a statue like what was on one of the other floors holding a sphere covered in cobwebs. But instead, it was 4 statues, and now it's just one. What do you
know,
four do?
I was always curious why people put these kind of things in their houses. They don't do anything, you know, and they pay lots of money for these. Pointing to the statue.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably why. To show that they have money to spare for things that don't help. Is this a door?
Yes. There's a door up above right here where Mark is. There's a door right here, as well as right here, and right here.
And right here.
Yep, there's a bunch of them.
Well, let's start checking these doors.
Okay.
Okay.
So we'll just stay with the group going down for now. Just an empty room. Seems to be a bedroom of sorts. Got a vanity mirror on one side. And you just jumped into a extra room there.
I'm
It's just a
gonna jump on the bed.
okay. It's just a bed, a vanity mirror of sorts, and
I haven't
fireplace.
slept in one of these in a while. Be nice. I know we're trying to find a monster and all, but
Not much going on.
nice,
My eyes while I
nice
check
to
out.
have a little comfort.
While I check out what I thought was a closet.
It's like an indoor outdoor balcony type of thing, but it's hard to tell from that image, but it's very boarded up. So like you could tell it used to be a place you would go and maybe see outside, but it's since
Is
been
this a
boarded up.
desk or a like wardrobe next to me?
It's you're talking about this right here?
Yeah.
It's just like a little cupboard.
I open it with my
Shh.
hands.
Very strangely, it is completely empty. The
What
room
is with these folks?
the room
They
Elbereth
found a few
is
things.
in now just seems to be a very small adjoining room that has a crib in the center of it.
Find anything valuable, Elbereth?
Just a crib.
Are you,
Can't sell those.
are you
they're made
staying
all the
by the
time.
door, or did you approach the crib?
Just kind of like looked around from the door, I guess, assuming that I can see into the crib from here.
Is there a baby in it? You know, there was a baby in the picture downstairs.
Okay, she checks for a baby.
Be ashamed to leave any, innocent bodies here. I'm walking towards. I'm gonna be at the entrance to this room by this time.
Okay.
Kind of looking in.
Let me. All right. So the second you look at the crib, none of you, but Zio and Ayla again are just going to hear the Zio, 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 Zio.
I really don't like that.
No kidding. Are you sure you don't know who that is?
I'm
Why don't you just
absolutely
answer
positive.
him? He's trying to talk to you.
Hey, Mr. Disembodied Voice.
Nothing.
Anything?
Nothing.
Typical.
Are y'all staying down there?
Yeah.
Okay. Zio and Ayla begin hearing additional noises that now sound like it's coming from below you.
Like what kind of noises?
Screaming.
Like female screaming, male screaming, screeching like an animal screaming. What are we
Baby
talking here?
screaming.
It's very hard to describe. It sounds like a sea of screaming, only muffled.
One, multiple.
A sea.
Paint me a
Mean-
picture of the screaming.
Do you know what a sea is? A lot of voices.
Okay.
Oh, it's not the letter C?
No, like the ocean sea, like a full sea of screams, except it's muffled, so it's not overwhelming you in terms of volume, but it just sounds like a ton of screaming.
Like I said, monster probably back in his hometown of Basement.
Seems reasonable. There was no way to get there, though.
Well,
Other than that
obviously
door.
we missed something. I go to the bottom of the staircase and yell up, Guys, monster in basement. Hurry! It is attacking some peoples.
Oi, Elbereth! They're yelling for us. They say the monster's downstairs.
Well, before you say that, you guys did not hear her.
Did I hear her from where
Fine.
I haven't moved?
None
Hello?
of you heard her.
This is
Are
fine.
they ignoring me?
And you guys don't
Or worse.
you guys don't hear any reply.
Ah, extra work for me. I try and go up the stairs.
Oh, what crap, wait.
It's
I'll
so
take off
sick.
running behind you.
Okay.
Is the crib empty, by the way?
Yes.
Okay. I'm just like hanging out.
Let me put them two on the stairs up here.
So I googled the Screaming Sea, or Sea of Screaming, and the images that popped up were of screaming sea lions.
I am not upset with this.
I bet that's a cacophony.
Did it sound like sea lions then?
Is that accurate?
So
That's what we are looking for.
hold on.
It's a
I'm gonna
giant sea lion.
stay right there for right now.
Wait, how'd she get past me?
Well, she was right here. Let me just put her. She was right there.
Stealth.
Yeah, so we'll put you right there. Zao and Ayla, where are y'all going specifically now that you're up here?
Do we have any indication of where they went?
Nadar's right there. You could ask him.
Other than
We have a drunken
Do we
dwarf in front of
do
you.
we have any reliable indication of where they went?
Where is it? Alright, so-
They didn't shut the doors
Nadar,
behind them,
monster
so
is in basement. Did you not hear me calling for you from downstairs? Let's go. It is attacking the peoples.
they
There was some awful screaming down there.
which you do not hear.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I run to the first door I see, basically.
You can go in.
Alright.
Hey, what's up?
Just real quick to give Liam a description from where you are is the master bedroom. It doesn't seem to be a whole lot in there at the moment other than a bed, a little bedside table. You got a giant, like animal rug on the floor, a lounge chair beside it, and a couple cupboards that seem to be open and decrepit.
Monster
The more
is in
y'all are
basement.
looking at this floor, the more you realize that it's kind of strange because the rest of the house looked very immaculate, and this floor looks unkept and decrepit.
Oh, I wish you would have told me that sooner.
Mm-hmm. Well, you
Come.
didn't pick up on it in the 4 years. Only when you got to the bedrooms that you started kind of noticing that
Right,
more.
because there's nothing to steal.
Yeah.
Monster is in basement. It is harming people. We must go and help.
Oi, Elbereth, you can leave the crib. They're saying there's some monster downstairs.
You noticed
Amen.
again, Zao and Nadar specifically have noticed that the quietness is back.
Hey, Nadar.
Bye. The dart just makes us way upstairs without telling anyone where he's going.
Well, it doesn't go up. The stairs end here. So this is the stairs would take you back down.
Well, then he's just gonna jump over the banister.
Okay. The second you start to do that, now everybody is just going to hear and the door that Elbereth, Ayla, and Millard are in slams shut. Just poof. And Elbereth, you're right at it, so it slams in your face. You can go to move it, but it is jarred. Like it is not moving. Mark, the door behind you slams shut. All the doors in a house that you had left open, you can kind of hear in the distance just start to begin to close.
Can I open it from this side that I'm
No.
on at all?
Nope.
Hey, Nadar, You want to do that thing you do to doors that are being stubborn?
I pull up my great axe and just start wailing on it.
Wailing on what?
The door.
Okay, it's just ricocheting as if it's taking no effect.
Okay.
At this point, Zyle, you look to now your right, and your peripherals catch it, and that suit of armor turns its head to look straight at you.
Nadar, please direct your violence towards the suit of armor, please.
Whack!
We now have a suit of armor there. Elbereth, Ayla, and Millard near the fireplace. You suddenly see a see-through silhouette of what seems to be a woman of sorts.
You know,
And
I've stolen from a lot of houses, and I've been caught a couple times, but I've never been caught by the house.
she's just
And
going
just to tell you guys the truth, internally I am freaking out like a lot.
She's now just going to
Yes.
look at all of you and let out just like a banshee scream.
I've heard these stories before, and I always die, or the sailor always dies in this situation.
Okay.
I need
quiet.
all of you to roll initiative.
Okay.
Big dice, don't fail
I
me
know
now.
we said that in any of these situations Nadar would die first, but Nadar is also
Six.
not here.
Hold the numbers
18.
for now. Hold the numbers for now.
Yeah, sorry. I'm just happy I got a high initiative.
No, it's fine. Okay,
Mom, I do not think the screaming is helping.
20 to 25.
Net 20
Nat 20.
plus 0.
Okay.
I had to find it first.
15
20.
to Elbereth had 20.
Yeah,
Don't forget to add your initiative.
Correct.
it's
Yeah.
added.
Or
Mine is
subtract if your dexterity is bad enough. Let's see. 15 to 20.
17 or 18.
18, dirty or natural?
Dirty.
I get an 18.
Yeah. 10 to 15. Really? Oh no.
Oh no.
All right. 5 to 10.
I got 6.
Yikes. And Zyle, what'd you get? 3?
3.
Shoot. Alright, Zyle taking up the rear. Like it.
Raising.
Alright. We're gonna start with the group that is with the armor. So it goes to be in an attack position and takes a swipe at Zyle, but luckily Zyle is not quite close enough to it, and it just grazes the edge of his cloth and he just kind of leans back. And at this point, you guys realize you're all in a state of combat. It will be Mark's turn first. Mark, what do you do?
I'm going to cast Chain Lightning. But, well, it's not going to work, of course.
Right? Okay. Roll a d20 for me.
Okay. 13.
Okay. So you go to cast this spell that you were used to doing, and you feel like it should work, but just like everything else you've tried in the house, just your hands do nothing. But you have an opportunity to try something else.
Okay, I'll try casting. I'll try casting. I guess I'll go magic missiles.
Okay.
Level 4. I'll cast at level 4. Does that work? I guess not.
So you go to do it and it works, but not to the extent of what you would think.
Oh,
So it seems to be lessened. So it's only going to do
3d4.
Yep, 3d4.
Okay, I rolled a 2, a 4, and a 1, so that is a total of 7 plus 3 for each missile. It deals an extra damage. So 10 damage total.
Okay. You launch your missiles out. They do work. Again, not quite to the extent of what you would hope for, but it does actually take, which is the first thing you've successfully done in the house, so at least there's that. And it just kind of, they do successfully hit the armor, but smoke just kind of peers off of them, and it doesn't seem to be too phased by it. Is there anything else you want to do, or is that going to end your turn?
I'll cast Mage Hand to push the armor back 1 square.
Okay,
5
roll.
feet away.
Let me think of. Your mage hand goes to do that, and just it's like hitting a brick wall.
Okay.
This armor weighs a little bit more than 10 pounds.
Okay. Yeah.
But now you know. Anything else?
Nope.
Okay. Just going to end that. We're going to be Becky, you are next. So we're going to go to that room now, where this specter has just screamed at all of you. And Bex, you can move diagonally because, like, I know it's tight to get this many characters in a room, so it would be okay if you move there. So you're not like blocked off by Ayla, is what I'm saying.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got the movement. All right. So I will. Wait, when I click. Sorry. There we go. Lift up my mace and cast or do Celestial Blast, and intend for it to be much stronger than this, but it is a 7.
Okay.
I hit. And I just get 1 beam.
Yep, 1d10.
Well. Oh, that hit?
Yep.
Oh, okay. That 7 would miss. Okay, hold on.
What'd you say you rolled again?
Oops. 7. Oops.
Did you add your modifiers to that?
Yeah, it's there. It's added. It's.
Oh, 7's with your modifier.
That's the total. Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. No, that definitely misses. So you go to cast it, and just kind of in the shock of everything, you're just kind of like a little frazzled, and it just shoots right by her. She just takes note of it and seems even more angry now, and just kind of flares up a little bit in her translucent glow.
Not to be a Debbie Downer, but I think that would have been better if it hit the target.
It also
I'm
would have been
still
better if there were more. That was supposed to be 4, and I don't know why only 1 beam came out. This place is weird.
It's true. So that will be your action. Is there anything else you want to do for your turn? Okay. So you're going to stay where you are?
Yeah, I don't think I would go and hide behind Ayla. Yeah.
You're going to hide behind Ayla?
I said I don't think I'm going to hide behind Ayla.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, like, man, like, sucks to be Ayla right now. Okay. So it is now the...
Since Ayla is a non-magical being.
It is now the Spectre's turn.
Guys, it's starting to move. Not to state the obvious.
Elberth, just to clarify, your AC is 14, right? Is that correct?
Okay, yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's it's going to hit you. So For the first time in our campaign, we are partaking in battle and rolling the die hard dice for the hit. So we're breaking out that from our local dice company. All right, that is...
His local dice company.
Oh no. Okay.
Am I dead?
No.
Man. Okay.
Did I hid behind Ayla?
It's going to look straight at Elbreth and kind of reach out its hands, and much like a Dementor from Harry Potter, you're just going to see like stuff just starting to suck out of Elbreth into the Spectre. And Elbreth, you take 8 points of necrotic damage.
That's a lot. Oh! Resisted.
You have resistance? Good.
Yes.
So 4 points of necrotic damage.
Celestial.
I would like to add a little bit of a rules lawyer bit here, just out of habit. Necrotic takes away from your max HP, not your regular HP. Whatever.
No?
Not yet. So she now has to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Only if it's electric.
You have to roll a
Not on
Constitution.
necrotic.
Not all necrotic damage.
Right.
I roll a Constitution. What? Save?
Constitution save.
That's a 6.
Oh, that's bad, Vix. That's bad. Okay. The 8 points that you got reduced to is now your temporary max health.
Yeah, that's what threw me off for a minute.
Yep.
Yeah, because it's not all necrotic damage that does that. It's just that ability.
Yep. So,
Do not like.
nope. And that is going to end the turn of that. We now go back to the armor room. And we're just doing this to showcase back and forth. Once we do this, I'm going to stay with one group, finish it out, and stay with the other group and finish it out. This was just to showcase their different abilities, just so you guys know.
Right.
So the armor is going to go straight for Zyle, because that's the closest one to it. Sorry, buddy.
No, you're not. Don't lie to me.
Yeah, you're right.
Lie to me.
Don't patronize
Oh
me.
boy. Okay.
Don't say
Who
that.
thinks Stupid's having too much fun?
I don't even have to look. That's a natural 17 before I even add the modifier.
Yeah, no, that's not gonna hit.
It's not gonna
My
hit.
AC's 30.
Oh yeah, okay.
It
Of course. All right. Luckily, this one doesn't hit with quite as much potency. The guys in the other room have it way worse. Okay, well, I shouldn't have said things out loud.
This mysterious voice in my head tells me I have it way worse.
Okay. It's going to rear back with its spear and just thrust it straight into Zyle, and it lands. It goes straight into him, and you take 8 points of damage.
Stupid, may I remind you of the meme that you sent to me earlier that you said / promised was not about tonight? Just saying.
I stand by what I said.
He lied.
It's all on the. This is the first turn. I believe in you guys.
And the last, clearly.
I believe in you guys. So it's going to do that, retract the spear, and it's going to turn its eyes onto Nadar and end its turn. From there,
Based off the damage that did and relative to my max HP, Zyle's gonna clutch his side and spit some blood out.
So we're going to stay with the armored group and finish that one out, and then we'll switch back to the Spectre. So it is going to be...
Wait, did I even have a turn?
Not yet.
Not yet, because you're in the room with the Spectre.
Okay.
That's what I just said.
Okay.
Like, we're going to finish the armor, then we'll go to the Spectre. I just wanted them to
Okay.
be able to see both first. So it is going to be Nadar's turn.
Please kill this thing, Nadar.
Angry boy goes even angrier.
Good man.
Okay. Okay.
So I'm going into a rage. And then with my great axe, I am swinging. 19 plus 5, 21, 22, 24, 24.
It hits.
Okay, let's see. Where's damage? Damage is up here.
It's a D12.
A D12.
Yep.
And then I get, instead of a +3, I get +5 because I am raging.
That's correct.
Max damage, baby!
Nice.
So natural 12, which would be what, 17 total?
Yes.
Okay.
Angry boy, dark dealing max damage over here.
You just see Zyle kind of like a little dizzy from the wound, just kind of just see a angry, gibberish yelling dwarf just kind of go crazy and start wailing on this thing a few times and give it some solid damage. It is now going to be back around to Liam, so we'll be do that, and then it will come. Actually, no, Zyle, you get a turn. I'm sorry, I almost skipped you. I forgot you rolled a 3. You were so low on the totem pole. So Zyle is on. It's your turn, and then Liam, you're on deck.
Alright.
Gosh, I can't back away from this thing either without an opportunity attack.
Using your action to disengage is an option.
Yeah. So,
Just a thought, just to like throw out a little thought. Nadar just hit it pretty good, and you have
Yes.
you and Millard get to you and Mark, excuse me, get to go before it does.
that's exactly what I'm thinking. I'm gonna take a wild guess that this thing is not very good at wisdom saving throws. So I'm gonna throw a Toll the Dead at it. The wisdom save with a DC of 13.
All right. Let me read this one.
It is dead, probably. Pay the toll.
Let me read over this, make sure I get this correct. So, wisdom saving throw. Okay. It certainly does not have a very good wisdom.
If it
What is
did,
it?
it would have known
It's-
better than to stab Zyle.
So your save throw is what, a 13?
13. Mm-hmm.
It fails. So it's going to take one
D12.
1d12.
Because it's missing HP.
It's true.
And that is 10 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
Bonus action, that was a spell, so...
What you got?
Actually, I could, because that was a cantrip. No, I'm going to chance it and save the slot for if somebody else needs it. That'll be my turn.
Okay. Mark, on to you. The after Mark, it'll be the armor, and then back to Nadar.
Okay. I am going
Where's
to...
Dayla's turn?
Ayla's
I'm
in the
in
room
the
with the
room.
specter.
Alright, we're sticking with one.
I'm going to...
We'll keep the flow better.
Yep.
I'm going to move up here.
I
and-
I would
Pause.
actually recommend we don't do 1-on-1 because unless you're saying we can never get out of the room.
You cannot get out of the room right now.
Okay.
You remember, like, Elbert tried, the door was sealed.
I'm going to cast Create Bonfire where the thing is. So any creature within the area must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take 1d8 fire damage.
Okay, now Zyle's right next to that, so
It's only.
I'm just making sure that doesn't count.
Yeah, it's not an AOE.
Well, it says any creature in the bonfire space
Yeah, it's just one square.
within 5. Okay, yeah, so it's saying within the 5 feet, not just adjoining 5 feet. Okay, got it. So 1d8.
It's not like thunderclap.
He's got to make a dexterity saving throw.
I don't think a suit of armor would be very dexterous.
He saves.
Okay. I've got my my quarterstaff out, so I can make an opportunity attack in case he moves.
Does the thing do damage over time, or is it just a one use?
It lasts for as long as I'm concentrating on it.
All right, so it's back to the armor's turn. This time he's going to see the fire around him and see that you kind of had your arms out to cast it, so he's going to go to attack you. Lucky for Zyle.
Thank you.
Seriously, because like if no one else had attack, he was going right back for you. Okay. He just barely misses Mark. Just goes to swing the spear straight for the head, and Mark just kind of gives a little bit of a duck and just singes some of the hairs off the top of his head. Just barely misses.
All right.
And that's going to end the armor's turn. It'll be back to Nadar, followed by Zyle.
Can we just skip my turn?
If you don't want to do anything.
Oh no, I just rolled to attack again. It's a nat 1.
Oh no! Don't you get advantage?
Not on attack.
Not on attack specifically. I think it's...
It's just attacks that don't get advantage.
Yep.
I get advantage on strength checks and saving throws, but not attacks.
Huh.
You go in your rage to swing some more, but in your drunkenness, swing a little too hard and throw yourself off balance and just kind of completely whiff. Are you doing anything else for your turn, or will that end it?
Let's... Do I have 2-weapon fighting? What's that? I wish I could view 2-weapon fighting. Do I need to have another weapon out? What to do 2-weapon fighting again?
Correct.
I can't remember.
Correct.
I'm just thinking, like, maybe while I'm spinning, having sort of, like, realized I missed, I grab one of my hand axes from my side and swing that.
And throw it. Okay.
Or, not so much throw it, because I'm within 5 feet, so no point to throw it.
Okay. So you're just going to hit him with it?
Yeah.
Alright.
That's a...
What's your hit?
16. 17 to hit.
You just miss.
This one just goes... As I'm spinning, it just... Tink!
Lands in the wall, like right by the side of his neck.
Yeah.
Okay. Does that end your turn?
I can't do it. Yep.
Okay. Back to Zyle. And then Mark your own deck.
This thing's still alive. Why is this thing still alive?
You got you and Mark to potentially take it out. And it
Okay.
you can visibly tell its armor is crackled and flaking apart. It looks like it has sustained a pretty good amount of damage.
The only damage it's taken is by me and Zyle.
Nope.
No, I did...
Yeah, Nadar wailed
Nadar-
on it.
Nadar wailed on it.
Yeah, okay.
Wailed on it with
Yeah,
my
he
great
did.
axe.
All right. Well, since I really don't want to die in the first combat, I'm going to cast a inflict wounds. Let's see if that hits. Please hit. Yay. Dirty 20, baby.
Alright.
That is definitely a hit.
And that is going to be 22 necrotic damage.
Nice.
Okay. It is like falling apart at the seams, but still managing to hold itself together, but seems to be holding on by a thread.
Mark, please erase this thing from existence.
I'm going to attack with Firebolt.
Yep.
Oh. I rolled a 2 plus 6.
Is that a spell?
It's still within the
It'll
bonfire.
Yep.
So it must succeed on the dexterity saving throw. 14.
it fails.
And then I get to roll a 1d8.
Yep. This is the moment right here.
3.
3?
Yeah.
All right. And then, so your bonfire would keep doing the damage, and then the firebolt itself did nothing. Is that where we're at?
Yeah.
3.
The firebolt hit his armor, didn't hurt him.
Well, in the words of Critical Role, how do you want to do this?
Oh, that kills him?
Yep.
I guess just he's just magic, so I guess he just falls down because I don't know.
Okay. So you just proceed with just singeing this thing with fire, and you see that it just starts to flake and peel and turn like into a darker color and start to bend, and then just crashes to the ground. No longer seems to be animated.
Mm-hmm.
It is gone. With that, we're going to go back to the other group, the Spectre. This is happening simultaneously, so after Elbereth seemingly got some life sucked out of her, you start hearing clinging and clanging on the other side of the door. And it is going to be Millard's turn, followed by Ayla.
Yep. I run to the door.
Okay.
Man! Nadar! Get us out of here! And I start to like fumble through my tools and try to get something that can get the door jimmied open.
Yep. Is that going to be all you do for your turn?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to open the door.
Okay. We'll come back to it. As you are trying to get the door open, it seems to not be working, so you're just going to continue to try as we go on.
I have proficiency with thieves' tools.
You do.
Right.
So, Ayla, it is your turn. And then Bex, you'll be on deck, followed by the Spectre.
So, like, it's obviously that this thing is, like, see-through, right?
Yeah, kind of. Not very much see-through, just... It's like a weird light gray color, but you can kind of see through it.
Okay. I do not know what to do about this. I am better at hand-to-hand combat. And this thing, I believe my hand will go right through it. And I do not mean in terms of my strength will send this thing flying. I mean, it will literally go through. So, I have no idea what to do. I will try come over here in order to try and protect everybody and use Thunderclap. I think that's still like within the 5 feet range, right? Even though it's okay.
I should know. You just knocked down a wall.
Roll a d6.
I rolled an 8.
It's a d6.
Okay.
Thunderclap is D6 plus.
Oh, it's that's right. It's a cantrip, so
spell.
it just happened. Okay, hold on.
It's a
D6.
spell.
So D6 plus
4.
spellcasting.
She doesn't have any spell modifiers.
So then, yeah, D6.
So 4.
4? Okay. It takes. It doesn't seem to knock it over or move a lot, but you do see it kind of like enter its body and crackle around a little bit as if like actual lightning from the thunder.
Okay.
The room is very loud. The rest of you, it's very incredibly audible. And
Well, that at least did something.
yes, it did do something. It was not... Okay.
Pickle
so
it.
are you doing anything else your turn, or will that end it?
That will end it.
Okay. It is back to Bex.
All right. I'm gonna try the same thing because I did just not roll a 2 this time, and it should work out better. And go back to roll 20 to see what I rolled. Okay, I didn't roll a 2 this time. I rolled a 1.
Aw. I take back my woot.
What were you trying to do?
The Eldritch Blast, or as I call it, the Celestial Blast. Again, with the beam of light shooting out at it.
You go to shoot the Eldritch Blast, and not only does it miss, it seems to literally ricochet off the building and just smokes you right back into the face. Luckily, because of how it discharged, it didn't have a lot of potency, so you don't take any damage from it, but it does take you off guard a little bit because you just smoked yourself with your own beam.
Nada, get us out of here. Things are getting worse.
All right.
Like a lot worse.
Bex, are you going to do anything else?
My bonus action is healing, but I can't heal myself if my max is lowered.
Yep. Yep. So in your
So
turn?
that's all. Yep.
Okay.
Good news is you're at full health right now.
Millard, silver lining, you are technically at full health. Millard, it's back to you. You successfully feel the tumblers fall and turn into place as you've done many times, unlocking a lock, and you go to turn it, but it won't budge. It's very strange.
So I'm not trying to unlock it. I'm literally trying to pry the door back.
You're trying to pry it back?
Yeah. So like not the finesse of like unlocking the lock, but like prying it
Okay.
to get it to click.
So
Kind of like
we'll say you even pry a piece that would normally hold the door intact off, and you are very confused because it's a piece that should hold the door there, and if it's not, the door should move, but the door is stuck like a rock.
Yeah.
But you did successfully remove the piece. But so, at least in Miller's mind, clearly something is holding this door.
okay. Guys, this door won't budge. As I hold up the wooden piece.
Mm-hmm.
There's only one thing to do. I'm gonna light the door on fire.
I did not think that's where you were going with that.
Okay. You light the door on fire.
Every other time I've been stuck in a house like this, the only way to get anywhere and just get out is to light the place on fire. Because either somebody's gonna come help you, or you're gonna have to jump through a burning building.
All right, so you ignite the door. Does that end your turn?
Yeah, that would end my turn. That's
Okay.
that's a full action.
We're going to go back to the Spectre, and it is going to turn its gaze upon Ayla.
Wait.
I don't don't know what your AC is offhand, but I'm going to assume that a 19 hits.
15.
Definitely not.
Yeah. Okay.
15.
You are very, very lucky. Okay.
Woohoo!
It does the same thing to Ayla that it did to Elbreth and kind of reaches out, and you see that Harry Potter Dementor nonsense of like, it seems like part of her soul's getting sucked out visibly to this thing, and you take 3 necrotic damage. And roll a Constitution saving throw. For you, that is...
What was that, D20?
+1.
11, so 12.
You're good. So
Oh.
your max health does not
I'm
Go
good,
down.
guys!
Yep.
Yeah, but now you're hurt.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So that's going to that'll end that's turn, and it'll be back to Ayla's turn with Bex on deck.
Well, hopefully this will get rid of it this time. And then I do the thunderclap again.
Yep.
4.
Well, first I have to make it. Let's see. Okay, so it saves. So it's going to take 4 damage.
Oot.
Okay.
Still alive?
It seems to be like, if you're paying close attention, it starts to fade in and out as if it's kind of like disappearing and coming back. But it's still there. So, do you do anything else with your turn?
No. I can't really do anything else.
Back to Bex.
After Bex, can I try and get inside? Because that takes us to finishing off that guy. No, then it wouldn't be my turn because
That
It
is just, you are assuming that time is relative to the entire building.
okay.
Yeah. Mighty big assumption of you.
I wasn't able to have to make, or I didn't have to make the assumption last time I was here.
Yeah. All right. Elbreth, it's your turn.
So I just realized that I've been using a range thing in melee, but it's fine because I've been missing. So for Ayla was using magic, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I haven't seen weather weapons.
You haven't seen it, but no one's tried.
Right. Okay. Well, I guess I'll have to try. Because otherwise I'd be stepping back. But I could just take the opportunity attack. So let's try hitting it with a dagger.
Okay. Roll for hit.
I can roll higher. 12.
That's with the modifiers.
Yeah. Still miss.
It hits.
Okay, wow, I hit something.
Yay! You
What's
did
your damage?
that.
The daggers is so small. 6 piercing damage.
It takes damage, but does not seem to take as much as you would think it does.
Yep.
So you come to the realization that it seems to be resistant to standard melee.
Seems about right, but I don't want to risk that opportunity attack. Ayla took damage, right?
She did.
Okay.
It's
Um,
looking fairly. It's starting to like phase in and out a little more now.
oh,
Perhaps
that's right. Can I offhand use the dagger on the other hand? I normally was carrying a mace, so I don't really know how well that would work.
I'll allow it.
I was gonna say, does she have 2-weapon fighting?
Well, everyone has 2-weapon fighting.
She does.
Like all characters have it. Um,
Not always.
yeah, it's a standard action. There's a
Regardless,
feat that you can take to make it better, but that's an
regardless,
8.
she has a bonus action for dagger too, so like I'll allow it.
Yeah.
Is
So
it
that's an 8.
to hit?
Mhm. Yeah.
Right. Your second
That's
one
the
does.
total.
Your second one does not take.
All right.
Do you swing for it? But it seems to like this one actually does go through it. End your turn.
Yeah.
Millard. Back to you, buddy.
I take out one of the candlesticks from my bag. Trying to use this, and I start hammering at the dent I had made from trying to pry the door.
And you do look at if you look back at this thing, you do notice it's like phasing in and out of existence.
That makes it even scarier.
Okay. So are you going? You're just going to keep with the door, or are you going to try to attack it?
Yeah. So this is technically an unarmed strike attack against the door.
Okay.
I got a 17 on that.
Okay. You go to strike the door and, in fact, break a piece of it. But when it breaks, instead of seeing what would be the room on the other side, you just see darkness. Just black in the hole of what the door you broke. And even though it's on fire, you literally, as you are looking at it, you see the door just... And the piece that flaked off, which is you literally caught, is still in your hand, but the door has repaired itself.
I hate houses. Never seen this before. Never seen this before.
Yep. You do anything else with your turn?
No, that's all I would do.
Okay, it is back to the Spectre's turn. Natural 1. Okay. It goes to attack at Elbreth, but given that it is also two-phased, kind of winces over as if it's like phased out while it was trying to do its attack, and it doesn't take. So it fails to do the attack it was trying to do. That's going to put us back to Ayla, followed by Bex.
And try not to sneeze. I'm gonna do the thunderclap again, because I know that's at least doing something to it.
Yep.
3.
It's going to take 3 damage. It's starting to phase in and out.
11 so far.
It's starting to phase in and out a lot.
Guys, it's almost gone. Do something.
I have been doing something. I've been trying to get us out of the room.
Forget that. Just finish it off.
Do you do anything else, Ayla?
No.
Okay. Back to Elbreth. Followed by Millard again.
I will try again with the dagger.
The dagger? Okay.
Because I'm in melee range. So.
Not your mace is what he's asking.
Oh no, because the modifier is actually negative. Where it actually doesn't use it as a weapon. It's a spellcasting focus. It's just for show. But that's a 16.
Okay. That hits. So D4 plus 2.
That is a 6 max damage.
So it's only going to take half of that because it is resistant.
Yeah.
It is just hanging on by a thread at this point.
Well, that's a 7 for the second.
I was still muted.
Okay. So the second one does not hit.
I should just heal.
So Well, you don't really have anything else to do, so in your turn.
No, I mean, like, instead of trying to hit, I throw
Yeah.
my
You were very
second arm is
close.
not
You were
good.
very close. Miller, this thing is yeeting inside and out of the room unwillingly.
Step over here. I look at where it came from. Do I
Okay.
notice anything about the fireplace?
No. Nothing seems. I mean, other than that, there's a literal ghost, as far as you know, in the room.
So
But-
there's no like painting like the last one.
No.
So I light the candle I have in my hand, with the candlestick,
Okay.
off the door, and I throw it at the ghost.
Okay.
Get going, you stupid ghost!
Okay. Roll me a d6.
One second. I got a 1. Do you want me to add modifiers or?
Yes. If you have any.
Okay. I mean my strength is 0, so but my dexterity would be 3.
In this case, you gosh, what would I give you on this one?
Is this for damage or for hit? Because hit, you would roll a d20 first to see if you hit it. Because it
No,
counts as a thrown weapon.
I'm not getting you to roll for hit. But, add a survival modifier to it. Why not?
Okay, that's a +1.
Okay, so 2 total.
Yep.
So you throw your lit candle that you ignited from the door, and it lands dead center of the specter and holds place and just ignites the whole thing. It just screams, just a piercing scream, and just kind of like suddenly withers and turns into ash right before you, and the specter is no more. And with that, we are out of combat. You
Oh,
You
lads.
couldn't have done that earlier?
guys take a second to gather yourselves. Millard, you look back and the door is still on fire, but is now falling apart rapidly. And what was black behind you, you can now clearly see Mark on the other side, which they look kind of battered and bruised as well.
Yeah, I have 2 HP, so
Yeah.
He's the only one that looks battered and bruised.
Becky doesn't look too great either.
No, I mean on our side. On the armor side.
I don't know. I couldn't have done it earlier. I don't know the fact that I was terrified, and I wanted to get out of this room, and I think that is quite reasonable, given the situation.
Yes, but once we defeated it, we are let out of room.
Yeah, but
Wow.
we didn't know that.
Oh,
Oh no.
Ayla, make a perception check.
$20 plus whatever.
20. You
So
notice
24.
with that good of a roll, you notice not one but 2 things in the room.
Ooh.
So, in the cupboard, which mind you, Millard checked earlier and it was blank. There's now a piece of parchment paper
Okay.
face down.
Thought you were gonna say skull.
No, no. And the mirror that is in front of Elbeth, you can kind of, just with that good of a perception, you notice a sliver of like air kind of circulating behind the mirror.
I've got a question.
Yep.
What happened to the armor?
It crumpled, so like it's right there in front of you, but it's like burnt and bent and just on the floor.
Okay, so Useless.
Right.
Zyle's gonna walk up to where it is, angrily kick it out of the way, and just use his spear as like a way to lean back against the wall and slump down to the floor.
Roll a d20 for recoil. I'm just kidding. Don't do that.
I'll do it. I'll see what happens.
No, that would be mean.
Do it, do it. What's
It's
your
a
roll?
3.
3.
Okay, you don't take damage, but it freaking hurts.
He doesn't care. He's got a hole in his gut.
Yeah, you kicked it a little.
When we come out of the door and see them and see Zyle, though, like Elbereth would be like,
Well, there's not really much of a door anymore. Millard kind of
when
burned
we
it down.
come into the room is the main point. And see Zyle, Elbereth will say, may the light rejuvenate you, and hold out her mace and heal him for 6.
Okay.
As you do that, he'll... Thank you.
Okay.
So what did you guys find in here?
I go over to the cupboard.
Is the remainder of the door still on fire?
I don't touch it, but I go over to it.
It's not on fire anymore. It's put itself out, and like it's just a bunch of ash at the door. It was not a very sturdy door in actuality. So it's.
Oh, I was just gonna have Nadar angrily stamp out the fire.
All right. SJ, I'm going to send to you what the letter says, and you may read it if you so choose.
So why'd you burn down the door?
Sorry.
Again, it was the right
not
idea
expecting
at the
that.
time to get rid of the door. I
What do you mean?
mean, I was asking Nadar to do it, and he wouldn't do it. I can see now that, of course, you were busy with your situation.
What do you need me?
They didn't hear you.
I mean, I was yelling at the top of my lungs.
Nadar was like right beside the door too, which is even funnier.
Yeah. Well, don't know what to tell you. What was
going to
going
that.
on in here?
Well, there was this freaking ghost, and she was just screaming at us. And I was pretty sure we were gonna die. Yep. But luckily, our 2 companions here, easily, with much work on their part, and a brilliant throw by my part, defeated it easily.
Can I just angrily go beat up the dead suit of armor on the ground?
What happened with you guys? How was your day? My day has been terrible.
We fought against a suit of armor that was animated.
As Nadar is beating on this armor,
Into that.
which I'm gonna move you guys right here. So he's just right here, just beating on this thing. His elbow kind of catches the door to the left, and a broom falls on you.
Swing the axe at.
Not on your head, just kind of like just falls, like leans on you. It doesn't hurt.
I
Well,
draw
still.
my sword in response to the broom falling.
I swing my axe at the broom.
You know, you can never be too careful in a house like this.
All right, you swing your axe
It
at
has-
it. It just cuts it clean in half. Kind of falls at you. Just kind of like lean down, doing like a little grimace, like. And as you do that, a bat comes out of the broom, and it just literally attacks your face again. And now you're just Nadar is running around the room again with this bat on his face.
I'm good. I semi remember where the banister is. I run over and just start beating my head into the banister with the bat on it.
You guys just watch this dwarf just sitting here just doing this with a apparently very resilient bat that is just taking these hits and not doing anything.
I have a question. Does the bat have a coin in its claw?
It does. It does. It's the exact same bat. While that is occurring, Ayla, what do you do with your information?
I fold the letter back up, put it into my pocket, and think to myself, I shall bring this up later. But what is that chill? And then I draw my attention toward the mirror.
You go to investigate, and as you slide your hand where the airflow seems to be coming, the mirror recedes and pulls back. It will.
Is that over here?
No, it is right here. That little flat
okay.
panel
Nope.
opens up, and you find yourself in a hallway that is a staircase leading up.
Up.
It is a hidden staircase leading up.
Ah.
Want to inform the rest of the
There
group?
is so many hidden things. Okay.
Mhm.
Oh, what's going on?
Guys, there is a staircase in here. Up, I believe, to an attic.
Is the
Can
bat
we-
still on my face when she comes out?
Can we hear her?
Yeah, because there's no door there anymore. Because
I'm gonna
Millard-
look over with the bat on my
Millard
face.
burned
still.
it down. So yeah, you don't hear
Okay.
really distinctly, but you hear her.
Okay.
Can I try and grab the bat off my face?
Nadar, stop playing with the bat.
Sure. Roll a d20.
What modification?
No modifications.
Oh. 19.
19. You go to reach and finally grab hold of what feels like its foot, and as you do, of course. Wow. Okay. I don't know if you can see that or not. Nat 20.
Wow.
So the bat is going to poke you in the foot with its claw and let go of the coin and fly off. So it escapes. But you got another coin.
Got another
You
coin.
get a coin every bat? I thought.
Only two.
Only one of them.
Oh,
There's
he's only
only
gotten two. Okay.
Two now.
Just two. One he didn't get.
Okay.
It's silver, right?
It's hard to tell. It's very corroded.
I
It's
just
an old coin.
What did you find?
It's more just so I can put it in my sheet.
Yeah,
What
yeah,
coin
you
I
put it-
found.
You can put it as that.
Write it down on your notes.
That too. So,
Stupid bat.
Ayla, are you going to show the group the secret door, or
Yes,
What do
I
you do?
showed them the door to
Okay.
the attic.
That wasn't there before. And I looked. I can be
It
sure.
was there. It was just behind the mirror.
How do you see it if it's behind a mirror?
There was a
Reflected.
draft.
Like a point?
No,
you're,
like
you're seeing a
beams.
dark,
Oh,
peek,
where-
a dark peek around the corner.
Guys.
Yeah. Where?
Let's see where it leads.
Okay.
So you guys are going up the stairs?
I don't think we should go up anymore. Because
Why not?
all that's happened so far is things have gotten worse in this house. The more we go up.
I
Z-
go up the stairs.
Zyle,
Yeah.
given where you are, can now see, and you're trying to wrap your brain around it because you've been where you are. The stairs leading down, there's the light that was coming from there has completely diminished, and it looks like you're staring down into pitch blackness. So there's light where you are, but the stairwell back to where you came from seems to be pitch black.
Yeah, I'm going up. I'm not going down into that.
Down
Is
into
he-
what?
Grunts and gets himself up off the floor.
Millard asked down into what?
I shall.
Oh, the stairwell. It's if you look down over the banister, it's pitch black down there now.
Are you telling me the stairwell's gone?
It's there. I think. I can't really see.
You think it's there or it's there?
Nadar, why don't you check on that for us?
Oh, no. I can't trust him with
Well, that was the last time we saw
Wow.
Nadar.
I just want to know
I'm
Great
gonna take.
if
one
we
of
can get
the-
out of this house right now.
I'm gonna take one of the things from my tinderbox and just yeet it down as hard as I can into the darkness.
You hear nothing.
Yeah, no. Something's
I'm
telling
not
me.
going down there.
Something's telling me.
I mean, I don't want to go down there either.
It could just be
All right. So
the gut.
at this point, is everybody going to just suck it up and go up the stairs, or what are we doing?
Up the
Yeah.
stairs I'm going.
Up
Okay.
the stairs. Also gonna
I
give a 15
reluctantly
minute
follow
warning.
everyone else.
All right. I'll put y'all where you need to go.
I want to be in here.
So the easiest thing, just for this many people, is going to be to go ahead and put you right there, there,
Yeah. Yeah.
there,
Yeah.
there, and we'll move everybody up one. So Millard's at the tail end, right there.
It's crowded.
A little crowded, pretty tight.
You guys see anything yet?
You guys can all proceed forward. It's just a room, so you go up the stairs. I'll just go ahead and kind of dribble you out. You're just yet another foyer that has a doorway here. I don't know how well you can see that where you are, but right there,
Right there.
right here,
Right there.
right here, right here, and right here.
Great, more doorways. Good news is there's no statues or
true.
ghosts. The bad
Although-
news is there's no stairway going back down, and I'm still upset about that.
Although you do take note that the deafening silence has taken hold again.
I really hate this place.
Yeah.
You know, I used to have a soft spot for kids, but I'm kind of losing it right now.
Why?
Because kids are what got you into this
Send us
mess.
in here.
All right.
Well, if it wasn't for mine and the Daz soft spot for those kids outside, I don't think we would be here right now. We'd be
Well,
safe
if
outside of this house.
So
if it wasn't us to do this, what unfortunate soul do you think would be here? Like, it's better
I'm
us than
I'm
someone
not
else.
really care. I care about you guys, but I'm not really caring about somebody I don't know
Mark,
coming into this house.
Mark, the room right here that you tried to touch, the door seems locked.
Okay.
All I'm
Doesn't-
saying is, if anybody else wanted to help, they could have.
And
This is where we came in from. Is that right?
right here.
Okay. So is this a door then?
It is. If you investigate, it is also locked.
I'm gonna try and open this door.
The one above you or below you?
Above.
Locked.
Okay. I'll try the one below.
The one below you opens. And you come into a room that is a bunch of items with that off-white colored kind of tarp or coverings over a bunch of chairs, tables, mannequins, and some things you're not sure. But they're all covered with that dirty, dusty, off-white cloth type of thing.
Moth cloth.
Okay.
And whenever he opens that door, sound kind of returns yet again.
I just want to see if
The room Ayla is
Mark.
in seems to just be a spare bedroom.
Mark, did you find a way out?
did I hear him?
No.
Okay.
Mark! Guys, I think Mark's dead. I think we leave him. And I'm just kidding. Look, I would never leave Mark. Like my best buddy. Mark. I start walking over.
I'll check on him.
Ayla, what are you looking for?
You're muted.
That might
I
help.
look on the desk and see what's there. Sorry, I had to blow my nose.
Plain and empty, just some trash.
Okay.
Seems to be like an actual, like, legitimate spare room that is just for guests.
Yeah. Is there nothing in here either then?
Empty.
Is this a doorway?
It seems to be a doorway to what used to be a balcony, but it has since been nailed shut.
Ah, okay. Can't go out there. Alright.
No.
Over here? Nothing?
Nothing in that room.
Alright, I'll leave.
Can I have a closer look at these things? See if I can find out what their purpose is.
The thing's covered in cloth.
Yeah.
Mark.
Ken?
What?
Investigation check?
Yes. Investigation check.
The door is open, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So the rest of you can funnel in.
That is okay.
I rolled
I'll
a
put him right here.
investigation 18 plus 0. Oh
Mark,
no,
what-
that's intimidation. Investigation is plus 6.
Mark, what
Exhausting.
are you doing? This doesn't look
So-
like a way out.
The rest of you come in and see this, what really most individual would consider to be a very creepy room, because it's,
Mark,
think of
this is a
any
very
attic
creepy room.
any attic you've ever seen in a horror movie, literally, with
I
furniture and
don't
stuff
watch horror movies.
covered with these off-colored drapes, and a couple of
Bold
them,
of you to assume we watch horror.
couple of them are obviously mannequins.
Mark,
seem
what
to
are
be
you
humanoid.
doing?
I'm just looking around, trying to find out what's going on here.
You're acting like just
Mark?
looking around, never hurt anybody.
Mark, with his investigation, goes to touch the one directly in front of him, and when he does, all the drapes in the entire room, they fall at one time. And the ones that are mannequins, each of you see something different. Each of you see something from your past specifically. And all of you begin hearing voices in your head.
And that is where we end this.
Yes.
You would think, but no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
We're really pushing it tonight.
Don't worry, we're almost there.
He's got time
He
for a
wants to
quick
get
TBK.
somewhere, guys.
Don't
I
worry.
would,
Okay.
I know
depending
what
on who it is from my past. Can you give
Okay.
me like?
Yes.
Can you give? Who would I see? I just want to know.
So Millard
Is
is
it a
going to be
positive person or like a negative person?
Millard is going to be the willing sacrifice. Okay.
I just want to know what I see.
Millard, you look in front of you and see your brother staring at you. And he just looks at you, just like cold and lifeless. Just, Millard, 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 Millard. Why didn't you save me? Why didn't you save me? Why didn't you? And that is where we'll end tonight's episode.
Oh.
Oh. I already know how Nadar is going to react next week. Considering I just started
Now-
acting it out there.
Mind you, all of you were seeing something different. So that is
Right.
that's something that only Millard heard.
Yes.
But all of you
Next
saw
week's
something.
episode of psychological torture.
True that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So congratulations, no one died. Hey,
We did it, guys!
Round
No
of
one
applause.
I think it was all
died.
thanks to me and my brilliant quick thinking.
I was thinking
Tried
of
my darndest. I'm sorry to let y'all down.
Trebek
Dark
from the
is-
SNL skit. It's like, well, I'll tell you what, my friend, despite your best efforts, you survived. You tried, but
Task failed successfully.
you made it through.
Piss off, ghost.
Exactly.
Piss off, ghost. Nice. So
I
that was.
lost it in the theaters when that happened.
Oh yeah.
That's so
That-
good. He's gone.
I laughed pretty hard with that moment too.
For all our YouTube folks, that was the end of episode 3. Hope you enjoyed it and look forward to seeing where we pick up in episode 4. This is the part of the stream where we are going to spend the next 5 minutes just talking to chat and kind of discussing things. So if you're watching on YouTube, you can feel free to kind of go ahead and disengage at this point. Or if you want to sit and listen, that's perfectly fine. We'll do our best to try and make sense of what we're actually communicating, but just wanted to be transparent about what is occurring now as we phase into the end of the stream. So, guys, episode 3, you made it. You survived combat.
We did it.
You survived combat as a split group. So, well done.
Yes.
Well done. It was very unfortunate the way that it split up. Because like after thinking about it, I was like, man, like Ayla really needs to be in the other room. But that's just how it happened. So
Yeah, it would have been better for me to be in the other room too.
yep. But I don't pick and choose that. I just let it happen how it happened.
Yeah.
It was very
That's fine.
I mean,
I thought it would be very interesting for your first combat to have to handle 2 different enemies at one time, but split together, so you're not having to actually handle 2 different enemies at one time.
That's a really long way of saying you really wanted to TPK us.
Yes.
I genuinely want you guys to succeed. I promise.
No, he doesn't.
I don't think I would have done like Millard wouldn't do well in either fight. He's just
Yeah.
not.
That's
Or
probably
not.
And deep stab you landed me with says otherwise. So
he rolled very
Better if
high.
I wasn't missing.
yes, he did.
Yeah,
In fairness, so I rolled really high on that.
And Nadar
Solid.
rolled really high.
Yes, I
ooh,
24 to hit with max damage while raging, getting an extra +2 to strength-based damage.
yeah.
that's
let's
awesome.
roll this.
I would do a lot better if I wasn't rolling a 3, a 2, a 1, or maybe another 3. Like,
It's all right. You're just saving up the
for-
good numbers for the
Mhm.
really tough combats.
yeah, there you go.
All right,
So we
so
have to
real
do
quick, I'm going to go ahead and roll for the giveaways for the sticker for today.
Give
So we can have that.
All right.
And Urlach
Yay!
Yeah.
is our winner for the This Is Fine
Or
sticker.
Matt Crumbly.
Yep. His name's still not on
Oh.
the list. I don't know what he's doing.
I was gonna. Is my name on the list because
Yeah.
I did go to see if it would work
There's 5 to 6
or
other
just see
names
how
on
it
here.
works.
Yeah, there's 5 to 6 other
I
names.
I just wanted to see how it would work. I was gonna say if it gets me, you can just roll again. It's fine.
Show
Uh-huh.
him what he has won.
All right. Ayla, you got the stickers?
Yeah, I got the sticker. I just showed it.
He already knows, but you have won a This Is Fine sticker. So Urlach, you can message
Yay.
SJ and she'll get
For all
that on.
those times in your life when you want to say, this is fine.
So chat, we are approaching
You
the
want to
moment.
put it on your truck. I don't advise it, but sure.
Hey,
I
a true
did, proudly.
friend would put it on their truck.
So
So-
I thought a true friend would put it on their forehead.
He did.
When
So-
you want
I
to
did-
describe your truck as the best.
We
this
are
truck is
approaching the time limit for where we're going to lose Nadar. So chat, if you have anything you would like to ask us or discuss, go ahead and throw it out now before we go ahead and transition to closing tonight out. But while we wait for them, guys, did you have any questions or thoughts on tonight that you want to share with chat or the group?
My one thought is with what I know, with what I've seen hasn't been changed is this is fine. This is fine. This is fine.
Yep. That part of the house definitely stayed intact,
Yes.
more or less. As
I
we,
like how you turned the broom into a red herring. That was
I figured it was like Richard's gonna love this. Yeah,
the broom is my favorite part of the whole Death House, just because I almost KO'd a player with it one time. It critted a player.
Yep. It's supposed to be an animated broom, so it would have been much like the armor. It would have just actually attacked Nadar, but instead I turned it into just another way to get the bat to.
I was ready to fight the broom.
Yeah, I know.
I was stupid.
Thought for the group.
That you red herring that.
Yeah, the thought from chat, thought from the group, necrotic damage is good, right? That means we can see more characters. That's fair.
I mean, I didn't even know about that animated broom. So I was like, he's already angry. He's just going to just angrily swing at the broom.
And Elbreth, so you know, your max health is still reduced to what it was. It has not.
It is the rules with that. I remember because I messed it up with the other character.
It's until a long rest or a specific intervention of some sort.
Oh, okay. I get what Urlock is saying. Yeah, it's still not. It's like more characters, as in like so that Elbereth can die and
yes,
get a new character.
yes,
That's not again. Yeah, that's not. I know for Urlock if you missed that. That's not all. That's not just necrotic damage. It's a specific ability that creature had, but necrotic damage in general does not do that.
Yes, as I brain farted on partway through the session.
Yeah.
Specters and ghosts and stuff like that have that, don't they?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I think that one's the life drain, but yeah, because I mean characters can have it. I think I have all that does
Warlocks
necrotic.
can have it, and then there's one other person.
I
have one that I renamed to Twilight Touch. I don't remember what it's normally called.
I know
they want it.
I know it sucked for the other two in that room, but I'm actually glad Miller did what he did, just so you guys could get to experience kind of the strangeness of what was going down during that. Because otherwise, you just would have thought the door was being locked by the specter or something. And you might
I figured I wouldn't actually be able. I figured I wouldn't be able to get to the door, but I knew that's what Miller would do.
Yeah,
he is very superstitious.
Sure, being locked in a room to go like nope. As
like a sailor, he's not like he would duel somebody. Like he would fight like a duel with a person or like an animal. So like he's okay with monsters, but anything with the like spirits, he's a little bit more superstitious of. So I was like, I know it's not like combat advantageous, but I wanted to play it like that.
Sure. Last call for chat or anyone who wants to say something to chat, and we will go ahead and end the stream and look forward to seeing you guys next week. And for all the players, once we get off this, I will make sure to send each of you what you saw once the drapes were removed so that you can plan for how your characters are reacting to what each of you saw for next week. Should be fun. Interested to see what goes down here. Okay, I don't see anything in chat, so we're going to go ahead and cut it there. Thank you guys so very much for sticking around and watching. If you're watching on YouTube still after this, thank you again for watching, and we look forward to seeing you next week as we transition to episode 4 and our friends try to go through whatever the heck is going on here. So until next week, everybody say bye.
Bye.
All right. Good night. Good night.